Hey, folks, everybody get your coffee. Got to have your coffee for this one. Welcome back to the show. How's everybody doing this week? Let's see who we got here. First of all, hello, Sable Eagle. Glad you could make it. Tusk, my mate. Always good to see you here. Dora, my dearest. Always a great pleasure to have you along. And who else is here? 9 o'clock Hero is here. Welcome. I haven't seen you here in a bit. Glad to see you're back. Carl Edwards, of course, always here to support me and really appreciate it. And Eddie Littlerage, is she around or did she disappear? Hi, Eddie. Always great to see you. And who else do we got? Well, it looks like Carl Edwards is going to be having some power outages, so he's going to have to join on his phone. So glad you can make it anyways, Carl. Really, really good to see you. So it's been a tough work week, man. Wow. Thought I'd just sit here and do a little bit of a chit chat and a back and forth with you folks in the side chat. I don't have a guest for today, but I did send out a message on my Discord for anybody who would like to drop in or come on and just talk about whatever. You're always more than welcome. And all you need to do is just direct message me on my Discord and I'll send you a link and on you come. So yeah, everybody's welcome. We talk about anything. The only things I won't really touch on are things like religion and politics and all that LGBTQ stuff. The stuff is too emotionally charged and I don't really want to have to deal with it. So, but anything else is pretty much fair game. So yeah, it's been a busy week. Southern Hemisphere Globehead, how's it? Good to see you, my dear. You can't have coffee at 1600 hours? Come on. Are you not a human being? Who cannot have coffee at any hour of the day or night? It is the juice of life. I could not survive without it. 9 o'clock Heroes is on time for once. Oh, don't worry about it, man. There's no such thing as on time or late on this stream. You show up when you show up. I'm just glad that you made it out. So no, Dora, I'm sorry, no cheese. That was last week. When I scheduled this live stream for today, dumb shit that I am, I forgot to update the title. So no, cheese was here last week, but I'm sure we'll have him on again in the future. We do, of course, have to bring them on because we're building the Church of the Bigfoot, so that should be fun. So yeah, we're still making our plans to get that church going, just for the lark, just for the fun of it, you know. So many people out there tend to believe in that big hairy dude, so why not? I like the idea. Actually, it could be a lot of fun. So, but I want to ask, has everybody seen the new video from MC Toon? Nathan Oakley, balls in your mouth. Has everybody seen that? Just, yeah, it's hilarious. I'm going to be playing it on the stream tonight for those who haven't seen it yet. It's hilarious. MC Toon might be the worst rapper in the world, but he's one heck of a video creator. I love that. I laugh my arse off, and yeah, I've watched it like a dozen times already. It's just so fun. So Southern Hemisphere Globehead is 5.7 by 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so you're telling me it's hot, very hot. What time is it there, Globehead? What time you got there? You must be coming up on like midnight almost, I think. Or are you behind me? But oh, that is pretty hot. But I'll be honest with you, it's 9 o'clock here, and we're pushing 31 degrees. 70% humidity. Oh, talk about hot. Yeah, I've got the hot. Dora, insert the Mentat mantra here, but replace the juice with coffee. I agree. I agree. I could not imagine a world without coffee. I just have to have it. I can't live without it. I like tea now and then. A nice cup of tea, especially a lemon tea with some honey, especially if I've got a sore throat. And, it really does help. And yeah, I do enjoy that from time to time, but mostly it's coffee for me. I'm always drinking coffee. Always, always, always. So, 9 o'clock hero. I always think of hundreds and thousands when Oakley mentions his balls. I don't know how does that come to your mind, 9 o'clock hero? Well, when somebody mentions Nathan's balls, I instantly get queasy and have this overpowering urge to throw up. Just the thought of it. Just the thought of it. It's crazy. The beans must flow, Sabi Legal says. Yes, sir. You are absolutely perfectly right. The beans must flow. It cannot stop. Hundreds and thousands are a UK cake topping consisting of tiny balls. Ah, now I get it. You're right. Now that you mention it, okay, I can see where you're coming from. Yes, he does have very, very, very tiny, weak little balls. That's why he never debates, unless he's doing it on his channel and he's got a big old mute button. I bet you he's got a mute button so big it takes up half the screen so he can't miss it, the dumb fuck. Dora, your stomach couldn't take coffee anymore? So you just switched to tea. 2 or 3 liters per day. Wow, that's a lot of tea, Dora. That's a lot of tea. I'm about the same, but coffee, about 2 or 3 liters a day. Yeah. Lemon and honey is the best. I agree, Eddie. I absolutely agree. I love honey and lemon in my tea. It really is just a marriage made in heaven. It really is a wonderful, wonderful hot beverage when you really need it. And even when I'm not feeling particularly sick or sore throat or anything, I still enjoy a cup now and then, just for a change, just for something different. But yeah, absolutely. Mr. Vice President, can you describe Nathan Oakley's balls for our listeners? They are small, they are weak, and they lack physical purpose. Good morning, Vietnam. Thank you. Thank you, Saber Legal. I needed that. Thank you. Good job. Dora must have huge balls to drink that much tea. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe Dora, what's your response to that? Southern Hemisphere Globehead is also a tea drinker. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a tea drinker. It's to each his own, But I don't know. It just seems appropriate for Steaming Cup of Reason to have a steaming cup of coffee. And that's what I do all day, every day. Absolutely. Hi, Clive Wells. Glad to see you made it. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so tonight's just going to be just a chit chat. I don't have a guest, and I'm willing to basically chit chat and talk about anything you guys in the chat want to bring up. So by all means, man, if you've got something you want to talk about, or you've got a particular question you want to ask, just tag me in the side chat, and I'll do my best to get on top of it as soon as I see it. If I miss it, just remind me. Keep tagging me. I'll get to it for sure. Absolutely. Okay. Dora, what? No, just visit the lavatory often enough. Yeah, you see? She said no. And I'm sure that Dell will agree. Let's ask. No. Yeah, see? He agrees. There you go. Okay. I drink lots of tea each day. Well, of course you do, Clive. You're a Brit, aren't you? If you're not, I apologize. But yeah, that seems to be the drink of choice in Great Britain, or the UK, I should say. And I like my tea too from time to time. So yeah. Hi, Inquisitor. Hello, welcome. It's glad you can make it. It's good to see you. Seeing the latest from Missouri. Parents complaining that schools are teaching about slavery, making their children uncomfortable. Aw, boo hoo. History hurts, doesn't it? Well, it's better they find out from the school where they got taught the right facts instead of the bull crap that you got out in the street. So, yeah. What can I say? I mean, we got the same problem with parents here. Trust me, I'm a teacher. I know. Absolutely. That is kind of a joke, isn't it, High Inquisitor? What the hell? If you could only eat one Vietnamese street food dish for the rest of your life, which would it be and why? I'll tell you, Tusk, for me, it would be, I could not choose just one because it's a straight up 50-50 tie between two, and they are pho. I love pho, especially pho ga, but I don't like the skin. I always ask them to take the skin off. Boiled chicken skin is just wrong. And the other would be something called banh xeo. Have you ever heard of that, Tusk? Banh xeo. It's a Vietnamese style pancake or crepe in which they put a pork belly, thinly sliced, and shrimp, and then they fill that with bean sprouts, and they roll it up, and then you eat it wrapped in lettuce and fresh basil leaves. And, oh man, I swear! And then they've got this nuoc mam, which is Vietnamese fish sauce. They add a little bit of sugar to it to sweeten it a bit, but a little bit of chili, and you just dip in that. Oh, I'm telling you, it's to die for. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. Let's see. Yes, I'm English. I thought so, Clive. I wasn't quite sure, but I had a feeling you were. Yes. Steaming company. Southern Hemisphere Globehead. Sorry, the network is dragged right now. This is load sharing, so I'm going to have to bail. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Southern Hemisphere Globehead, but yeah, thanks for coming out. And if you find that you've got some bandwidth and you want to join again a little later, we'll be on for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So feel free to pop back in. But yeah, you go right ahead. Thank you very much for coming. Tusk says, yeah, I don't like bao, dumplings, and pancake type things. It's the texture. I especially don't like hot basil. Actually, the basil is not hot. It's a fresh leaf. You pick it right off the stem. You just drop it on top of a piece of the banh xeo, wrap it, dip it, and eat it. So it doesn't have time to get hot. And it's very, very refreshingly, very good basil taste when you get a bite of it. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. The ben bao, I don't mind them. It's basically a steamed bread with ground pork and a few other ingredients and a small quail egg usually inside. I like them, but I can't eat them too often because they do kind of sit right there for a while. So, yeah. Let's see, Vietnamese chefs, the only people in the world who can make pork belly appetizing. You know, you're kind of right, Sable Eagle. There's a couple of ways they do it here, and it's absolutely to die for delicious, especially when they roast it, and then they wipe the skin side dry, and put it back in, and it just turns into this amazing crackling that's still on the meat. You know, it's slice that up into small chunks. Oh, it's unbelievable. Anywhere else, it's only useful for testing knives, air rifles, and hydraulic. Well, yeah, if you don't cook it right, it can get tough real quick, and real dry too. So it's got to be done right. You're right. Dora says, can you cook or show us Vietnamese cooking, Jeff? That might be interesting. Or just make Tusk do a do your bidding. Well, Dora, actually, now that you mention it, yes, I will be. Well, not me, but my partner. I have been promising Tusk for a while now to do a dish called mian ga, which is a traditional kind of chicken dish. And I know, Tusk, it's been a while. You've been waiting, but we will get on that. It's just with the lockdown, it's very hard to get out to get the ingredients. But we will be doing that. I'll make a video of it and I'll share that with all of you. It's a wonderful dish and it's actually surprisingly simple to do. It just takes a lot of prep before you actually do the cooking. And Tusk, I'm sure you're well aware of that. Let's see, what else have we got? Is it actually holy? Does it burst into flames if a vampire bites it? Holy basil is awful. Okay, you guys, pun time. All right, here we go. Be careful with the holy basil, though. It tends to attract vampire banjos. So you don't want to bring too many vampire banjos into the room, or it upsets Tusk, And vampire banjos, contrary to popular belief, they love holy basil. They do. Sorry, Tusk, but I'm just trying to, look out for you, buddy. Yeah, let's see. A 9 o'clock hero earlier said, one place I worked banned me for making tea for anyone. You're kidding. Why the heck would anybody ban you for being such a nice guy to make tea for everyone? That's just straight up silly. That's straight up stupid. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so, referring back to Tusk's question, it would be those two. I could not for the life of me choose just one. It would have to be either pho ga or banh xeo. Those would be my two favorite Vietnamese dishes if that's all I could eat for the rest of my life, for sure. 9 o'clock hero says, strangely, I remember the hydraulic actuated resin velociraptor claws, but can't remember the show. Sorry, you got me. I don't recall ever seeing such a video. Sounds like an interesting video, though. But yeah, sorry, 9 o'clock hero. Tusk, how can you mess up a cup of tea? Well, I don't know. There could be. It's possible. I'll say that. It's possible. I'm not admitting anything, but trust me, it's possible. Just go to 15.8 blah 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 to 108.311 blah 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 and get the professionals to teach you. Okay, that's got to be a grid reference to a restaurant or something in London, I guess, eh? Yeah, you're right, Clive Wells. That'll mess up a cup of tea. Make it in a microwave. That's just plain disgusting. You pull it out, and you always get that layer of lead floating on the top. Oh, oh, it tastes like just a cup of bitter. I think it was Bill Oddie and the Truth About Killer Dinosaurs. I'm going to have to check that out. That sounds kind of interesting, actually. Sable Eagle. This is Earl Grey tea bags. That'd mess it up. Yeah, High Inquisitor. Right, seriously, Mr. Clive, chime in here. Absolutely. We want to hear from Clive. What is your opinion about tea and how can we mess it up? Okay, so 9 o'clock hero says, my missus early shows the tea bag to the water, so naturally I follow her method. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just missing something because I'm not really a big tea person, although I do enjoy a cup now and then. Earl Grey isn't tea, it's flowers. Okay. Dorinoku, Yuan Cookery School, 17 Lee Chung Kit, Kiam Cho Hoang, Quang Nam, Vietnam. Yeah, that's one of them. There's also a very good one right here in Ho Chi Minh City, actually. Very big one. I can't remember the name of it, though. But I believe it's part of the University of Hospitality or University of Tourism. Yeah, I think they've got a pretty good culinary program. Let's see. Put tea bag in a tea strainer over mug, pour boiling water through tea bag into mug. Discard tea bag, add milk. Now you have a mug of warm dilute milk. That sounds positively unappetizing. All right, that sounds cool. All right, tea should ideally be made in a teapot with boiling water. I agree with that. I think a good cup of tea needs at least a minute or two steeping in hot water before it's drinkable in any sense of the word, you know. Otherwise, it's just colored water. So yeah, I'd agree with that. John Rapp, hello, John Rapp, welcome. Always good to see you here. And he says, "Good day, everyone. How Carl can stuff up tea? He burns the water." Well, that could explain a lot if that were possible. Is it possible to burn water? I don't think so. Maybe. Good one, anyway. Dora says, "Sable, that'll be a long commute." Oh, yeah. That'll be a very long commute. But, you know, if you really do want to learn to cook Asian, and, you know, it's worth the trip because there's some good food down here, I'll tell you. There's some good food down here. Let's see, what else have we got here? Tusk says, no, not boiling water, 95 to 98 degrees, but not boiling. There you go. You heard it from a qualified chef. There you go. Don't boil the water. Get it close within degrees, but don't boil. Thank you, Tusk. I'll remember that the next time I make tea. I make my morning cup of tea before turning on the tap for my morning shower. And by the time I've dried off and got dressed, it's a good strength. Okay, depends on how long you take to take a shower, but that kind of makes sense. I can see your point. Although I don't know if I'd use a shower as a timer for tea. High Inquisitor agrees with you, Tusk. Yes, the water is too hot for making tea. Clive replies, fair enough, but not 80 degrees C. John Stock is here. Did I miss him coming in? If I did, I'm sorry. Or are we talking about John Rapp? See, I've only known him by John Rapp, so okay. I'd have eaten that chef if she'd asked me to. Okay. Cooking Asian. Any cannibals here? Oh, come on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I could go some places with that, but I think I won't. I don't think I won't. Just the phrase "stop playing with your food" comes to mind. What can I say? Not sure about cooking Asian, but I wouldn't mind having Jeon Jungkook for a meal. That sounds familiar, actually. Different teas, different temperatures. White and green is about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's an interesting point. I did not know that. Well, okay. Oh, crap. Sorry, John Rapp. Oh, Dora, did you? Oh, sorry, John Rapp. No. Okay. Have you had the lame attempt at tea, but an Alpine Valley as I had? They brought out a cup of freshly boiled water and a tea bag to an outside table at 1,000-meter altitude in October. Okay, I'd say that water probably chilled off a fair bit before it hit the cup, huh? Let's see. All right. So, yeah, I thought I'd just I'd share this with you. As I said before, I laughed my guts out when I saw it. I don't know if you guys in the chat have seen it yet, but this video from MC Toon is just it's hilarious, and I just got to play it for you all. So let's have a look, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. We'll have a chuckle.
No. That's my balls in his mouth. Yeah, you can suck my balls. Balls, balls in your mouth, mouth. Balls, balls in your mouth, mouth. That is my balls in your mouth. Yeah, enjoy the taste of my nuts, bro. Maybe my balls in your mouth for a few more minutes. Enjoy the taste of my nuts. Gamma. Balls, balls in your mouth, mouth. With my nuts on your face. To suck my nuts. You suck on my nuts. Then tell me how my nuts taste. Now I'd like to know how my balls taste. You fucktard. You are a spastic, and you're getting teabagged by a flat earther. Now enjoy the taste of my nuts, you stupid spastic. Yeah, chuckle for me, fundy fuck. You're being teabagged by me. Balls, balls in your mouth, mouth. Balls, balls in your mouth, mouth. As a result, you're being asked how my nuts taste, you fucking weirdo. You suck on my nuts. You suck on my nuts. That's really, yes, that's really. I stuck my balls in your mouth afterwards. To suck my nuts. Bleat how unfair it is while you gag on my bollocks. Balls, balls in your mouth. Balls, balls in your mouth. Come on and suck on my nuts. Come on and suck on my nuts. To suck my nuts. Yeah, you're getting fucking teabagged. Don't insult me or ad hom me as I teabag you. Yeah, I'll just gag you with my nuts. That's what I'll do. Enjoy my balls in your mouth, do you?
No. That was hilarious. When I saw that, I died. I just died. That's like the 13th or 14th time I've watched it. What a hilarious thing. What unbelievable. Yeah, what have we got here? John Rapp says, for some reason, in several different streams, people mix me up with John Stock and mix up John Stock and I. Must be our Australian accent. It could be, John. It could be. But to us, you will always be the one and only John Rapp. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to share that video with it. I loved it. And now you can't say you haven't seen it. So I guess Nathan's a busy boy.
They'll be off to lick dangleberries.
Yeah, that's right. You got that right, Del Bunny. All right. So where are we in our conversation here? Yeah. So it seems like we got a lot of tea aficionados in the group today. But, you know, to each his own. I'm a coffee guy, and I always will be a good old coffee drinker. So, as I said, it's been a hard work week. Just really like to the wall, kind of push through, and I'm glad I'm able to have this bit of a chit chat to kind of wind down. Hey, so. Doris says the "I don't even cuss, bro" video is even better. Yeah, it is. I like that one too. But I just there's something sublime about this balls in my mouth video that just it just made me laugh. It really made me laugh. But you're right, Dora. I don't even cuss, bro is also a very, very good one. But I love my caramel latte. Actually, hi, Inquisitor, I do too, but I can't do it too often because I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I have to watch my sugar intake. But it is good. I do enjoy that once in a while. Absolutely. It's been a busy work week. So I haven't really had time to do really much of anything for my channel. I'm hoping I can pull it out for a video tomorrow, but I don't know if I can do it. I'm like starting from zero. I've had no time this week to even look at it. So I will try, but I can't guarantee there's going to be one this week. Tusk says, best cup of tea I ever had was at the end of a campaign in a forest. It was lukewarm in a mess tin and full of pine needles with no milk or sugar, but it was the first hot drink I'd had for weeks. Yeah. Having been in the military as a young man, I've been through that experience, and I've had the same feeling. Like coffee was lukewarm at best. It had crab half floating all over it, but also in a mess tin. But it was the best thing I ever had for weeks because it was the first hot drink or close to hot. But I think coffee and tea from a mess tin, no matter what you do to it, you're going to get that metal galvanic aftertaste. And it just, oh. John Rapp says, Jokely has the most slappable face, slappable voice, face, attitude, and bullied nerve on the internet. You're right. You're right. He's an absolute asswipe. He's a complete and total, just a despicable, miserable excuse for a human being. The mere sound of his voice or the sight of his face just makes me retch. He just makes my skin crawl. He's that kind of a person, you know. But that's just me. Yeah. A taunt from my childhood: nibble Noddle's nuts before Noddle nibbles yours. Peter Noddle. Interesting. Yes, you're right. Hello, Peter, by the way. Good to see you. It was great having you on the flip side last week. That was a fun show. Hopefully one day we can get you on here as well, and we can continue on with another fun conversation. Sable Eagle says, I never drank anything from my mess tins. I boiled water in them to heat foil pack meals, but I let other people use the water for their tea, coffee, soup, and oatmeal. I drank cold water. Peter says, based on Old Nobby's nuts. Okay, well, I'm not familiar with Old Nobby's nuts, but then again, I'm not from the UK or from South Africa, or Australia, so I'm not familiar with the brand. But yeah. So I was thinking, guys, and just sound off in the side chat with your opinion, but you know how every week on the flip side we do spot the goat, and the person who spots the goat is offered an opportunity to come on the show as a guest the following week. Well, I was kind of thinking doing the same thing here. Again, it's not a requirement, but it might be something fun. And I'm an aficionado of word puzzles or what we call wuzzles, where you get an image or a mixture of letters or words and arranged in a different way or whatever, and you have to kind of guess what the phrase or the colloquialism is. So I thought maybe we could run one of those every week and see the first person who figures out the phrase from the wuzzle gets to come on the following week. So if you think that would be fun or something you'd like to try, then let me know. We'll put that together. That would be fun, I think. I'm off hunting at the local markets for food. We'll be okay, but listening. All right, Dora, no worries. Go do what you got to do. Take care, and yeah, if you feel the need to type in a comment, go right ahead. So she's going silent for a bit, guys. She's in the stores. Those mess tins had a spare pair of socks and a rifle cleaning kit in them. I don't think I've ever needed coffee badly enough to drink from them. Yeah, but I used to use the mess cup that was part of your canteen, and you just pull it off the bottom of the canteen. You can use it to boil water to make coffee, but even those, they have this metallic galvanic taste to the water. Doris says, does a loser have to commit Sudoku? No, you don't have to commit suicide. It's up to you. If you want to join, if you win the match and you want to join, hey, great, come on, love to have you. If not, it's not a requirement. I just thought it would be just something fun we could do, like we do on the flip side, and give us something to kind of work out. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you like to do that? Would you like to try that? At the end of the month long campaign, I'd have drunk from a boot. Yeah, you're right, Tusk. You're right. I've never served in an active combat environment, but we did an awful lot of field training and combat conditions, and we were put through the grinder just like the real thing. So I can kind of relate. I came close to going into combat, but I don't know what happened. We got called back, so that was just the way it is. Okay, while Dora is away, we should vote her onto next week's stream. Okay, Clive. Okay, shh. We'll vote her on. Yeah. Actually, I'd love to have her on. I really would. Sable Eagle says, we got a plastic cup on top of the canteen instead. So we'd have to boil the water in the mess tins. Okay, all right. That's a different system, but okay, makes sense. Smartinism, sorry, spelt it wrong. Yes. Also, my mug was slowly corroding from something. Well, yeah, if it starts corroding, you can't stop it. Once it starts, you gotta take it back to the quartermaster and get issued a new one. But don't drink from it for sure. Yeah. Carl Edwards is here. He's back. His power's back on. You're lurking on your phone or okay. Tusk says, it's not the tea or coffee, it's the ability to relax and make hot food again. And that is so true. That is so true. You don't realize just how good an experience that is until you're without it for a while. You're just eating cold rations on the go. That's just horribly disgusting, but it's the only energy or only food intake you've got, you know. Enemy at the Gates mentioned that each cigarette is a celebration of having lived through today and made it back to a place where they can smoke. Okay. All right. We didn't get cigarettes in our rations. No, we never did. If you didn't bring your own into the field when you left the base, you went without. Carl says, no power, but lurking on your phone. Well, that's cool, Carl. I'm glad you managed to at least stick around and listen in and lurk. Crafty, hello, dear. Welcome to the Lurk Club. Hello, hello, hello. Always, I think this is the first time you've actually been in my side chat. Wow, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I love having Crafty around. She's my bestest buddy on the internet. Or has become so. Yeah, she's awesome. Welcome, Crafty. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, everybody say hello to Crafty. Absolutely. She's probably out and about doing her Saturday thing, so I'm very, very thankful that she took the time to come in. Oh, stop, Clive. Crafty did not delete the comment. You just made that up. I know. You do the same thing on the flip side too, you know. Damn. It's a good running gag, I will admit, but you know. Let's see, what else have we got going on here? Yeah, so if I do manage to get a video tomorrow, it'll probably be the second to last that I'll be doing on Flat Earth, or maybe the last. I've pretty much had it up to here with Flat Earth. I just can't take it anymore. But the videos I've been doing for the past few weeks are just claims and things about Flat Earth that have always kind of gotten under my skin and bugged me. And I just wanted to get those debunks out and get them off my chest. But I think once I've done the next one, or maybe one more after that, I haven't decided. That'll be it for Flat Earth. I'm just not going to bother with it anymore. It's not even worth wasting oxygen on. I just want to get my last bit of debunks out and move on to something else. I have been thinking of doing another series of videos to replace them later on. Something more along the lines of what you expect from the Pain of Progress. Similar, but not really a different approach to a different topic kind of thing. But I haven't worked out the details yet. But once I figure out what that new series is going to be and how it's going to run, I'll certainly let everyone know. Oh yes, did everybody catch this week's Pain of Progress? What did you think? You know, if you do keep up with it and watch them, even though they're rebroadcasts of the original series, the comments really do help. And even if you just come in and say, hello, good video, or whatever, or say, oh, this sucked, whatever. I mean, the interaction does help. So I do appreciate it. But yeah, I was just wondering if you guys have had a chance to actually catch this week's episode, which is the second to last for Series 2. Next week will be the final one for Series 2, and then we'll be running Series 3. So we're getting ever closer to the release of Series 5. I will be going into production on that soon. It's difficult to find the time to do it, and it's getting more and more difficult as the school year progresses, but I am trying. So hopefully I'll have at least the first 2 or 3 episodes in the can, ready to go by the time that time comes around. But I may consider making the Pain of Progress for Series 5 a bi-weekly or bi-monthly, bi-weekly, every 2 weeks rather than every week, simply because the Series 5 format is going to increase my production time from 2 to 3 weeks per episode. So I might have to limit my releases to 1 every 2 weeks. I don't know yet. I'm still working on making that decision. But I just thought I'd let you guys know. Series 5 is coming. It's a slow process because I've got so much going on in life with my job and so. But yeah, watch this space. It is coming. Okay. And if you guys have comments or ideas or things that about the Pain of Progress, not just this channel, by all means, pop it in the chat. Let me know. We can talk about it for sure. Crafty says it's not the first time. I'm just good at lurking. Well, you are, because this is the first time I've recognized you in the chat. I've never noticed you in my chat before, so I'm sorry if I have missed you in the past. I wouldn't do that to you, love. I wouldn't. But thank you for coming. I know how important your Saturdays are to you, so I really, really deeply appreciate the effort for being here. So thank you. Let's see. The POP videos are among my absolute favorite. Thank you, Tusk. That's really good to hear. I'm glad you enjoy them. And if you think there's any way that they can be improved or a direction you think I should head, you're free to make suggestions. I listen to all the suggestions I get, and if they make sense, I do try to implement parts of it or all of it. So. Yeah, feel free to make suggestions by all means. But thank you, Tusk. That means a lot. 9 o'clock hero, loved it. Strangely, I recently Googled world's first steam car. Really? That is so interesting. What a coincidence that my automobiles episode would drop at the same time. That is wild. But I had the best picture of it. Well, that's what I do. That's why the Pain of Progress is what it is. But hey, thank you. I really do appreciate that. 9 likes, bugger. What was the topic on the last one? I get brain blurred sometimes on what I've watched. Last week, the topic was blood transfusions, and it was the episode was by Tusk, or not Tusk. I'm sorry, Tusk. It was by Thor, Logic of the Gods. And then this week was the automobile, which was mine. And next week will be the final episode for season 2, which is, again, Thor. So watch out for that. Flat Earth is not worth bothering with. Flat Earthers are despicable, and we are all better off without them. Yes, Carl, you're right. You're right. And as I said before, I did the last few videos on my channel just to kind of get those debunks out of my system, get them off my chest, and then I'm just going to close the book on Flat Earth, and that's it. I'm done with it. I'm walking away from it. I don't really give a damn about it anymore. I don't watch the debates from FDFE and all the others anymore. It's just pointless. I just end up pulling out my hair saying, "You goddamn idiot!" It drives me crazy. It really does. So I've had just had enough. Every last one of them is just
baggy hoot moron.
There you go. Well said. The baggy hootin' morons. That's all they are. Tusk says, I would like to see an episode on special forces and the anti-terrorist groups, the ones that do the dirty work and nobody likes to talk about, but lionize them in books and movies. Okay. I'll have to figure out where I could fit that. But okay, no, I'm gonna keep a note of that, Tusk, and if I find an opportunity to crank one out on that, then I will certainly look into it. So thanks. I will definitely keep a note of that. Let's see. Carl, sorry, welcome back. Psst, Tusk, Tusk said you can't make tea because you burn the water. He stuck up for you. Carl, there you go. See, John Rapp stuck up for you. But then Carl says, yeah, he's right. Really, Carl? You that bad? Come on. I don't believe you. Not possible. Not possible. All right, I've copied and saved your suggestion, Tusk. So I will definitely get back on that and see what I can do for you. I don't know how long it'll be before I can do it, but I'll try. Um, Tusk says, "I said no such thing, you bloody liar." I was a chef for a while, but I have forgotten most of it. Carl, you were a chef for a while? Really? What cuisine what cuisine did you specialize in, pray tell? I'd like to know. Hey, Foxy. Sure, Little Wolf, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I didn't know you used to be a chef, Carl. It's something I always considered I might do, but never got around to doing it. You know, I'm all thumbs when it comes to domestic things like cooking and gardening, and I'm just all thumbs. Give me a computer, OBS and Photoshop, and God damn it, hit film. I'm a flying. But no, get me in the kitchen. I'm just forget it. Forget it. My partner though, she can cook up a storm. She can cook just about anything. Just show her the recipe one time and she's got it down. An amazing cook. She blows me away every time. Really, really good cook. I'm very, very fortunate. Sir Little Wolf, you love cooking. Well, that's great. You know, I wish I had the talent. I wish I had it in me to be a good cook. And that's partly why I enjoyed Tusk's videos so much, because I enjoy watching the process of assembling a meal from start to finish. I just don't have the skills to actually do it myself. Tusk says, if you're all thumbs as a chef, you'll quickly become no thumbs. Exactly. That's exactly right. And I would probably be fingerless by now if I even attempted to start doing any kind of full-blown cooking. I don't have it in me. I really don't. Yeah. And speaking of gardening, anybody want any akebia seeds? I got about a dozen fruits off 3 vines this year. Well, I would never be able to get them into this country, to be honest with you. Yeah. Let's see. Stevie B, I am well, sitting with the power on my phone. Okay, cool. Carl Edwards, Sable Eagle says, Carl Edwards, I got to eat in the officers' mess a few times because the officers, sergeants, and junior ranks messes took turns catering for everyone who was stuck on base over Christmas. That's so cool. That really is cool. When we were on base during Christmas in the Canadian Forces, we never got the chance to go to the officers' mess, but the officers did come to enjoy Christmas dinner with us in the ranks mess, as well as the sergeants and warrants. So that was nice. It was nice that they actually came down to our level and enjoyed the meal with us. So it was very, very nice. Distinctly better food and coffee than we got in the junior ranks mess. Well, yeah, of course, the officers always get the best of the best, right? What can you do? But generally speaking, I don't know how it was in the UK, but the food in the Canadian Forces was actually damn good. We had the best quality of everything. And I never found any reason to complain about any meal I've ever had during my time in the forces. It was good food. They really took care of us. Very much so. Except in the field when they had to cook all the meals out of the back of the kitchen truck. They just slapped it together and got it out. Yeah, the officers got whole coffee beans roasted overnight and ground that morning. Sergeants got instant coffee from a jar, and the JR got the sweepings from under the grinder. That's about the size of it. Or you got that really shitty instant stuff in packets. Oh God, that was awful. Yeah. Sir Little Wolf got approved for food stamps, slowly getting set up in Washington. Good going, sir. Good going. Hope things brighten up for you. Let's see. We had a tradition of the sergeants serving us Christmas Day. They had a tradition of getting pissed drunk first. By dessert, it was a farce, with gravy on your cake and mashed potatoes in your ear. Oh, Tusk, that sounds just scary familiar. Camp coffee. Oh, God, don't talk to me about camp coffee. Yeah, Sabalito says, they say that in the Army, the food is mighty fine. A pea rolled off the table and killed a mate of mine. Well, maybe in the British Army, but that wouldn't happen in the Canadian Forces. We wouldn't let the fucking pea roll off the table. We'd be eating it. Let's see. So this is only your second week here, Sir Little Wolf. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming back a second time. I hope you'll become a regular around here. Everybody is welcome, and feel free to pipe up with anything you want to say. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They say that in the Army, the beds are mighty fine. Well, how the fuck would they know? They haven't slept in mine. Oh, why will they? Oh, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Yep, I only ever tried it once. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about or discuss? I mean, it's just a hangout, just a friendly chit chat, and I'm open to just about anything. So, by all means, fire off your questions, fire off your comments, tag me in the side chat, and let me know, and we'll get on it. 2 a.m. and I'm hungry. Gee, I wonder why. Wow. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Sir Little Wolf. I misunderstood you. It's your second time in Washington, but your first time watching a live stream of mine. Well, in that case, an extra special welcome. And you are welcome back anytime. So thank you. I'm glad you're here. It's only 8 a.m. in Washington at the moment. It's 10 p.m. here. So yeah, woohoo! Yeah, it's been a tough work week. So I'm thankful to have the chance to just kind of hang out here and talk with you guys and just shoot the shit kind of thing about anything really. Been teaching from home for the past 3 weeks. So I'm doing an average of 3 to 4 classes a day, most of them back to back. Each class is 90 minutes, and I'm telling you, when you've got a class of like 34 students on Zoom, kind of getting them to keep their cameras on and stay focused, it's like herding hyenas. It just doesn't work. It's so draining. But we do manage to get through the lessons, so that's a good thing. And most of them seem to be picking it up pretty well. So just have to keep pushing through. It's not easy teaching online. It's by far the least effective method of education, I think, to be honest. It's not that it's particularly difficult. It's just frustrating, and keeping them focused. That's the big challenge. So, do you do all of us a favor by doing these streams? Hey, no problem. I didn't realize I was doing you guys a favor. You guys are doing me a bigger favor by turning up and just chatting with me. You have no idea how much it means. I truly do enjoy it. And And that's why I say anything you guys want to talk about, just bring it up. We'll kick it around until we've kicked it out of existence or whatever, and move on to something else. Let's see. The weekend, so might as well finish what I start. Well, okay, sounds good, Sir Little Wolf. Let's see. Okay, so John Rapp, you don't drink or do herb of any kind. Caffeine and nicotine are your staples. I am exactly in the same boat. My coffee, my smokes, and I'm a happy camper. I don't do the weed. I don't do the drugs. I don't do the booze. I did when I was younger. As a matter of fact, in the military, I did it quite heavily. It got me into a lot of trouble. And I have hence been 33 years on the wagon and have no intention of jumping off now. So, yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. Right there with you. So, tea, coffee, and I am happy. Yeah, Carl, that's right. Tea, coffee. I like the occasional tea, as I mentioned before, especially if it's lemon tea with honey. But, yeah, absolutely. These are the things I do enjoy. Yeah, Sir Little Wolf, I'm the same. As long as I have my coffee and my smokes, I'm happy. So, I know it's not good for me. I know. And I know I should stop smoking, but other than coffee, it's my only real vice. So I think, what the hell? Something else will kill me anyway, so I might as well, right? It's getting to the point now where absolutely everything in the world that you touch, breathe, eat, or ingest in another manner is going to kill you. You're screwed if you do and screwed if you don't, right? It's unbelievable. And Taddy, hello, Taddy, welcome. It's good to see you. Did some bugger mention booze? Yes, and as a true Scot and connoisseur of all things alcoholic, Taddy's virtual booze nose drew him here immediately. Welcome, Taddy. Always good to see you, mate. Great to see you. Dorian B Gaming, welcome. I don't know. I think you just arrived, had you not? Well, anyways, welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, it's amazing how just a mention of booze and Taddy's ear perk up from around the globe. And there he is. Boom. Yeah. Taddy is my hero. My hero. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this live stream if it wasn't for Taddy. I'm telling you. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to figure out all this stuff. What do you think of my streams? Would you rather see me like smack dab in the middle of the screen, filling the screen, or is the layout okay, or is there anything you would like to see changed or added? By all means, you're welcome to make your suggestions. I mean, I love you guys for it. I really do. 1.5 hours before my power comes back. Ooh, Carl, push on through, buddy. Push on through. You can make it. You can do it. Yeah. Okay. So Sir Little Wolf says he likes it the way it is. Well, thank you. Thank you. That's good. More naked women and men for party, for parody. Tusk, I agree. However, I don't think YouTube would look very kindly upon my channel if I did. Although you and I probably have a blast. I only have one vice, and that is tea and licorice. Oh, I love licorice, especially triple salted licorice. Oh, man, I can't even get close to that stuff here. If somebody could send me a kilogram bag of it, I'd be like, I would put it up on a shelf and pray to it like a god for a month before I ate it. Oh, triple salt, you bet. Yes, Dora, absolutely. Marzipan. I do like marzipan, but it's can get to be a little bit too sweet. Yes, right before Sinterklaas and of course bitterballen and yeah, absolutely. Yep, you bet. Let's see what else have we got here. Uh, Tuss says, "Be right back." Making. Oh, you're making a lamb dansak for tonight. Oh, and pilau rice. I hope you're making a video, Tusk. I hope you're making a video. Just contact Denmark and ask them to send you a box of spunk. Nope. No, I was born in the Netherlands. I grew up. I know I grew up in Canada, but um, I've always had the traditional Dutch licorice in the house when growing up, even in Canada. Had a great Dutch deli, and you have to be a Dutchman to appreciate salted licorice, and I do miss it. So I haven't had any in years. Um, could you please help me spell? Can you spell and tag better? Look up there a bit, please. I am not sure what you're on about, Dorian, or sorry, Dora. Okay, John Rapp. Oh, I'm looking, but I can't. Oh, Steamong. Okay, well, typo. You probably have the same problem I have. You probably suffer from fat finger syndrome, and you just can't help but hit two keys at the same time. So yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes, Carl, it's the best stuff in the world. Marzipan by the block. Yum. It is good. It is good, but again, as a diabetic, I really can't imbibe too much. Uh, Dubbel gezouten drop. Yes, Dora. I prefer triple. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to hook up with you one on one and arrange to have some of that good stuff shipped to me because I miss it so much. um, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, draaidubbel gezouten drop. Yes. Just thought you might recognize. Yes, I do recognize it. Absolutely. But I emigrated from Holland to Canada when I was 5 years old. So I never had formal Dutch schooling. So I never learned to read and write the language. But I do recognize it when I see it. And yes, you're right. Driedubbel gezouten drop. Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's unless you're a Dutchman and you've actually had salted licorice, it's really hard to explain. It's very strong, but it's oh so nice. And when you get past that first burn or that first shock of the saltiness. But Sable Legal, yeah, it's an acquired taste at best. Something you really need to have been grown up on. Um, while you're giving out double stuff, can you get me a few hundred bottles of Grimbergen Double, please? I promise to only sell a few of them for profit. Okay. I'm sure if you work something out with Dora, she'll help you out. Dutch is all Greek to me, says Teddy. Well, Scottish is all Greek to me. What can I say? It's just the way it is. Yeah, there's lots of things that I miss from Canada, from Holland. just from my younger years. That's one of the downsides of being here in Vietnam for as long as I have. I've gotten accustomed to not having those things anymore, but I can't shake the feeling of how much I miss them. For example, I can't remember how long it's been since I've actually had a snowy white Christmas, and or a proper Christmas at all, because it's just not part of the culture here, and they don't really have a clue how to do it. Um, yeah, for them it's just an excuse to have sales, hike the price up double, and bring it back down to normal and call it a sale. That's the way it is here. Um, yeah. Yes, we'll rename the channel to Smuggling Cup of Reason. Good one, Dora. Good one. Absolutely. Root is nice to chew on. Yes, actually, in Holland, one of the treats I used to enjoy was something called zoethout, which is a twig or a piece of wood that's been soaked for an extended period in the licorice brine. When it comes out, it's got that licorice flavor, and you just chew it to a pulp and suck out the juice, and it's just yeah, zoethout for sure. Mm. How many languages do you know? I would bet it's a few. Good question, Dora. How many do you know? I think you mentioned it last week. Sable Eagle says, get yourself to Schaffhausen, Wildenkaiser in Austria if you want a proper Christmas. I'd love to. I really would. I would love, love, love to. But the cost of travel these days is ludicrous. And if I left right now, I wouldn't be able to get back into the country. It would be exceedingly difficult. So, but maybe one day in the future, I'll do that. Or at the very least, travel home to Canada and just have a good old-fashioned, proper Canadian Christmas. That would be fun. Yes, Sir Little Wolf, chew a stick. Ask Dora. It's called zoethout. It's actually a branch or a twig that has been soaked in licorice brine. It's beautiful. It really is good. John Rapp is. The problem is I know them all badly. Dutch, German, English, French, Spanish, and some Japanese. Wow, that's amazing, Dora. That's really amazing. Some people have a real gift for learning languages and picking them up. I don't. I struggle with every language that I've learned, and hence I only know 3, and I'm struggling to learn Vietnamese. That's probably the most difficult language in the world to pick up. I can't get my head around it. I would love to be able to, but I just can't get my head around it. But hey, there, see, Dora? She can hack in just about every programming language. There you go. Dorian B says, Carl will second that. Yeah. Let's see, what else have we got here? I am illiterate in millions of languages. Hey, so am I. Welcome aboard there, Carl. We should make a club. The Illiterate Club. Let's see. Sir Little Wolf, or Dora says to Sir Little Wolf, it is what Jeff said. It is traditional stuff. Haven't seen the good stuff for many years now. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to the world, Dora, but all those things that we used to enjoy as kids, they just disappearing. Yeah. Hello, Nimrod. Welcome. Nice to see you. Sable Eagle says, I can find dinner, bed, and breakfast and fuel for the motorbike in France, Germany, Italy, Austria, Spain, and South America, Arabia, England, and even in some parts of Wales and Scotland. That is impressive, Sable Eagle. Although I didn't think that additional language skills were required in England, Wales, and Scotland. Taddy says, dyslexics of the world unite. Yes, Taddy. Yes. Agreed. And dyscalculia as well. That's my problem. Yeah, for sure. Clyde says, I know English and a few words in foreign. I know lots of words in foreign. I don't know what foreign they're in, but I know a few. Sable Eagle, you would get by down here too. Yeah, it's funny. Even if you can't speak the local language, you always can manage to find a way to get by. You know, if you can ask for a cup of coffee, ask how much something costs, ask where is the bathroom, ask where can I get the bus or the train, and what was the other one? And you can order a Big Mac. If you can accomplish those 5 things, you can get by just about anywhere you go. Because just about everywhere you go, you're going to find a McDonald's, I'll tell you that. And Dundar. Dars we brun. Oriander. Okay, well, that kind of sounds a little weird there, Sable Eagle. The only Scottish I know is ordering a kebab while drunk. Okay, Dorian B. Would you care to demonstrate? That might be a funny thing to hear. I bet you Taddy does it all the time, so it'd be nothing new to him. Isn't that right, Taddy? Taddy says he doesn't speak English because he abuses it. I've heard him. That was a necessary translation from Scottish to Yorkshire for some air cadets one summer. Okay, now it kind of makes sense. Okay. And Taddy, your English is the best. 9 o'clock hero. Where is Abuza? Yeah, that's a Taddyism for sure. Where is Abuza? That's it, a Taddyism. That's what we'll call them. Taddyisms. Yeah. Absolutely. For sure. That would be funny. Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to pick up the local language here, Vietnamese, but I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I picked up some phrases, makes my partner giggle once in a while. But yeah, it's just bastardized Vietnamese colloquialisms mixed with English. Yes, Sir Little Wolf, he's got tattitude. Yeah, that's right, tattitude. Everybody needs a little tattitude to get through life. You know, there are times where you just got to slap somebody silly verbally, and nobody can do that better than Taddy. Just back. No video this time, but I will make it again next week and do a tea time with Tusk for you. Good. Thank you, Tusk. That sounds absolutely delish. Absolutely. Thank you. I only speak English so that I can torture it. Well, now that's a question, Tusk. Isn't it a requirement to speak proper UK English in the court? I've always wanted to know that. Just Sir Little Wolf says, speak mostly English and a bit of my native tongue. What is your native tongue, Sir Little Wolf? Is it Cherokee? I think you mentioned that somewhere else once. Nimrod says, big tip, don't speak any English at home until you have the language. It worked for me. Yeah, I tried that. I ended up just fucked. Yes, Tuscan Taddy, you do English proud. Peter, hello, Peter. Welcome back. You disappeared there for a while. Not ever planning to leave the country, so I don't see the need to learn another language. Well, yeah, if you're not going to be going anywhere else, then obviously it would be a waste of your time, wouldn't it? Dorian B., the part of England I'm from have some strange phrases and words for things. I think that's probably true most anywhere. Even though the common language might be English, every area has their own colloquialisms. In Canada as well, you'll hear things in Newfoundland or Nova Scotia that you won't hear out west at all, ever. So yeah, that's kind of, yeah. Taddy Bogle says, mind that Scots law and English law are different, so might not apply. Okay. I never caught the last part of that question. Yes, Tusk. I've always been curious. When, as a lawyer, is it not a requirement that you use proper UK English in the courts? I've always wondered about that. It depends. If the defendant chooses Gaelic, then the translator will be appointed, unless they're just being a dick. Yeah, okay, I can understand that. Okay. All right. Yeah, the reason I asked is because in Canada, only in the province of Quebec do you have the choice of conducting your court case in either French or English. I believe it's the rest of the provinces, all courts are conducted in English. Yeah. Dorian B says, my favorite is Bishy Barney B for Ladybird Bug. Okay, I've never heard that. Bishy Barney B. That's an interesting colloquialism. I wonder how that came about. Let's see. Sabelito says, this court finds the defendant to be a dick and sentences him to shut up and sit down. Okay, good one. Thank you. Taddy Bogle, he says, at Tusk, same idea as Wales Welsh. And to Dorian B., don't forget the Jaspers. So Little Wolf says, I miss home. But if I were there, I'd probably be at the homeless shelter, hence the move to Washington. Okay, but yeah, I'm sure you will miss home, regardless of the circumstances that you came from. Home is home, right? It'll take a while to put that past you and kind of adjust to your new surroundings. So, yeah. If it's known that the defendant speaks English and is just wasting the court's time, then they will be held in contempt if they refuse to speak it. That's an interesting point, Tusk, and that's kind of what I wanted to know. So thanks for that. Just a curiosity that it kind of popped in my head. And it's nice to finally have somewhat of an answer for it. Dorian B says to Taddy and the Dodmans. Forgive me, guys. You kind of lost me. I'm not quite familiar with those groups. Mr. Riley, you have been found to be a creepy, gormless tosspot, and are hereby sentenced to go piss up a rope. That's a good one. That's a good one. Provided he doesn't have a bottle handy. uh, that's interesting. Um, in response to Taddy Bogle, Tusk says, there are a few, if any, who only speak Gaelic and Welsh these days, but you may have the option depending on the circumstances. There you go. Hello, Colon. Welcome. Oi, oi, oi. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice of you to drop by. Thank you. Let's see. What else? Oh, Colon. Did Bond win and save the world again? Colon? Did Bond win? Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't seen the new Bond. Is it even out? To be honest, guys, I can't remember the last time I actually sat down and watched a movie. So many movies have been. I've been hearing so many good things about them, but I know nothing about them. I don't think I've actually sat down and watched a new movie in like 5 years. Last time I was in a theater, I think was about 11 years ago. Yeah. Just so busy with everything else and other interests, you know. Yeah, it's been 12 years since I've actually had any television service. I just don't watch television at all, ever, for any reason. I just don't. My favorite Aussie expression is "I'm fucking ropeable." Okay, Tusk, you're ropeable. No spoilers, Colon says, but worth every penny. Well, there you go, everybody. According to Colon, it's a great movie. Go check it out. Any plot twists or spoilers, Colon? Come on. Bishy Bameby, the Norfolk term for a ladybird. It is said to be inspired by a Bishop Barnabas of Norwich, who wore a similarly colored cloak. Interesting. Thank you for that, Dorian B. See, you learn something new every day. Even though it's just a lame-ass chit-chat stream, you always come away learning something. That's what I love about this. It's really, really cool. Dora says, watching at home or a theater? I'll pick the one without the other people. Yeah, I kind of agree, Dora. I've gotten more or less the same as the older I get. I just have a lower tolerance for crowds. I never could handle crowds, but it's getting more acute the older I get. Sir Little Wolf says, Stephen Cup of Reason, I enjoy your flat earth vids. Well, thank you, Sir Little Wolf. I appreciate that. And I really am glad that you enjoy them. But for me, I just want to get these last few out of my system and just close the book on it. I'm just so utterly fed up with the stupid. It just depresses me to know that there are so many utterly brain dead, stupid people on this planet who believe just about anything you tell them. You know, I've had enough. I've had enough. But I still have one more coming. I'm hoping to get it out tomorrow, if not next week, and possibly one more after that. But we'll see. I like Phantom Menace. Okay, cool. When I grew up, we called hedgehogs stickle pigs. I've heard that before, Tusk. I've heard that before. Stickle pigs, yeah. Although I've heard that used in reference to porcupines. Doris says, not being able to handle crowds. Is that why you emigrated from the Netherlands? No, sorry, Dora. As I said, I was only 5 years old. We emigrated to Canada because my father was an engineer, draftsman in the oil and gas industry. And of course, Canada is a huge player in the oil and gas industry in the world. So he was brought over to Canada on a project, and we just ended up settling there, and that's where I grew up. So for me, Canada is the only home I've ever known. And although I was born in the Netherlands, I consider myself a Canadian more than anything. I really have absolutely no tie or wish to reclaim my Dutch citizenship, but I see no reason or need for it. I'm a Canadian through and through. I grew up there for the better part of my life. It's the only home I've ever known, and I'm proud to call myself a Canadian. Absolutely, so unbelievably proud to call myself one. It's such a great country, and I hope that you do get a chance to visit it. You will love it, Dora. You will love it. Let's see what else. Sir Little Wolf says, I'd debate them, but I'd probably get off on that a lot. Yeah, I won't even bother debating them. There's no point. They're too thick to learn anything, and all they're going to do is argue till they're blue in the face, and they just wear you out. They'll never admit the truth. They'll never admit they're wrong. They'll just keep pushing their stupid crap and think everybody will believe them. And walk away thinking they've won, when all they've done is prove how fucking unbelievably stupid they are. So yeah, I won't even bother debating. No point. There is no debate to be had. Did you see the bozo in London saying that rising cost of living, rising unemployment, erosion of workers' rights, and stagnating wages would be good for business lately? No, I have not, but that sounds to me like a pretty outrageous thing to say. It never does business good to hurt the people that keep you going, because without the people working for them, their business would not be a business. So I've always thought it's better for businesses to invest and take care of their people than trying to cut corners and make people redundant just to save a buck. To me, that's always been just bad idea. It's not the way to run a business or treat your people. Not if you want to be successful in the long term. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a businessman, so I can't really say that I'm right or wrong, but that's just how I feel. Let's see. We call porcupines ouch dogs. Okay, Carl. Well, that does seem rather literal, but okay, ouch dogs it is. About the same way as chattel slavery was good for the plantation business, and the Emancipation Proclamation was bad for it, I expect. Yeah. You can only battle stupidity for so long before you start to think the universe is a big place. I can't prove it, but stupidity is definite. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of things we can't prove. There's a lot of things that are just way beyond our capability at this moment to comprehend. But stupid is stupid, and there's no hiding from it. Yes, Dora, except for the taste for licorice, you are a true Canadian. Absolutely. Absolutely. And proud to be so. But I do love my licorice. And I hope you don't mind if I DM you later and try and arrange getting some of that sent to me. Let's see. Sable Eagle says, I'd host a debate between a team of scientists and a team of flat earthers, but only if they all had electrodes on their thighs and I had the switches. If you can make that happen, I'll put up my channel as a neutral platform. Go for it. Steaming cup of you missed my torture chest. Try fair dinkum. Rigididge. Bogan. Good on you, mate. I know good on you, mate. Have a go, Avro. Wulu Mulu. Wulu Mulo. Melbourne, Brisbane. Okay, well, you've got my tongue thoroughly twisted now. Let's see. Anyone happy it's almost Halloween? I'm so excited. I am too. I don't think Tusk is going to enjoy it much. He'll probably go into hiding because, as we all know, that is the season for vampire banjos and triffids. So, yeah, bring them on. Woo-hoo! That hurt my ears. Okay. Can you imagine Oakley in that debate? Oh, man. That would be like, oh, I'd be all over that if you can get Oakley into that debate. Make sure that the electrodes are on his balls. Bloody hell, yeah, he's right. Little Teddy Bola says, yep, it's my favorite time of year. See, even Teddy likes it. But then he is a bogle, so. Let's see. Sir Little Wolf, we don't celebrate it here. Yeah, that's right. You're in Australia, aren't you, Carl? Or South Africa? No, Australia. You're Australia. Yeah, that makes Little Wolf sad. I agree, Little Wolf. A place without Halloween is no fun. It's a tradition that I wish we had. Well, you know, Carl, why don't you start the tradition in your neighborhood? Who knows? You might get something going, and it could become something every year. Who knows? Could be fun. Just comb all your long hair in front of your face, put on your glasses, like in that picture, and just walk out and say, hello, trick or treat. That would be funny. Oh, yeah, South Africa. Okay, there you go. I thought so. I wasn't quite sure. Thanks, Carl. Dorian B says, I don't like Halloween. The kids keep stealing my sweets. Yeah, I agree. You got to be quick. Those little buggers, man. They'll sneak up between your legs and grab your sack. Give thought, but the wires would burn out before the charge got to Oakley's balls. Well, that all depends on gauge, I would think. Gauge and amperage. Let's see. You would get shot. Why? Why would you get shot? Who in their right mind would shoot you? Unless they thought you were Bigfoot, in which case we got you covered. You have a religious exemption. Oh, man. Okay, I don't have a costume. I go as me and I feel normal for a day. Well, hey, whatever works for you there, Little Wolf. Tiny wires, 9 o'clock hero says. Nah, with Nathan, we need big, heavy gauge industrial wire with copper alligator clamps, you know. Absolutely. Don't go small time with that son of a bitch. Fry those puppies. You should get an expert on logical fallacies to keep track of them. So after the debate, we could have a lightning round for everyone who committed one. That would be an awfully long lightning round for tiny balls. I don't care how big his balls are or small. I just want to fry them. Who knows? Maybe the shock of getting his balls fried off like that would jolt his brain back to normality. Big, strong springs and it won't slip off. Yeah, exactly, Sable Eagle. I'm talking those copper clamps that you find at the end of booster cables for a car. You know, absolutely. John Rapp says to Carl Edwards, it's easy. Dress up as your favorite female superhero, go around your neighborhood, knock on doors, and say trick or treat. That might work, Carl. That might work. Once as a freshman in high school, I was a goth and I went to school dressed as a prep. Cool. Carl says, Little Wolf says, Carl, please say you love poison ivy. 9 o'clock hero. Finding them would be the biggest problem. You're probably right. You're probably right. But, well, maybe not, because chances are, if you can't actually find the balls themselves, I'm sure you'll be able to find the flirts that are dangling from them. So, follow the lead. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be a fun stream. I would love to watch them get sapped again and again and again and again. I wish I could have a remote control so I could hit the button randomly. like Nathan's mute button every time he opens his mouth. I'll mute you. You're teabagging you. I'm teabagging you. Oh, give him a little dose of his own crap. That would be funny. Little Wolf says, one of my teachers who knew me well said if the rest of the school knew who I was, I could have won best costume. Well, that's cool, Mr. Little Wolf. That's cool. Oh, man. Sable Eagle says, that or a couple of barred steel crossbow bolts. It's not as if they'd want them back afterwards. Yeah, I doubt they'd want them back, Sable Eagle. Yeah, go for it, man. Do it. Yeah. Do it. Matter of fact, have you ever seen that movie with Liam Neeson? I think it's called Taken, where his daughter got kidnapped and he went after them. He's some kind of super spy dude. And he caught up with those guys in, I think, the Ukraine or something. He tied him to a chair in the basement and took 2 nails and drove them into the guy's legs. Oops, sorry about that, folks. Drove him into the guy's legs, hooked him up to a battery, and yeah, do the same with him. Let's see. Can we have Pain of Progress episode on how to dispose of a flirt's body? Asking for a friend. If you have a need, I shall do my best to fill it. You know. That's yeah, sure. Absolutely. Let's see. For Halloween, dress up as allegedly Dave and carry a glass of apple juice. Oh, that just gave me the creeps, man. Dorian B, what the hell? That just creeped me out. Oh. Eurogamer having a stream going. I just checked it, and the first thing I heard was, can we get a shout out to Gravity? We have a Eurogamer on our side. Awesome. Fill them with brandy so their blood alcohol goes through the roof and leave them in the middle of a Morecambe Bay at low tide. Okay. Cool. Could be fun. Clive Wells, you certainly you certainly know who your friends are. When there's a body to dispose of, said a friend. That's right. Let's see. Not apple juice, lemonade. Well, actually, the apple juice would be more convincing, especially if you're a drinker. Chuck them into the Bolton Stride. You don't even need to kill them first. Okay, well, I'm not familiar with that location, but man, it sounds like a good idea. What the hell? After burying a body, always plant with wild flowers. So it's illegal to dig it up. Follow me for more gardening ideas. Oh, 9 o'clock hero. That's almost bordering on cruel. I like it though. Oh, what the hell? If you can't have a laugh at life, what the hell's the point, right? Yeah. Well, this has been a fun stream. Some good conversation. Really, really good stuff. Yeah. So that's it, folks. We got about 10 minutes to go. So if anybody has any last minute things they'd like to interject with or talk about, then by all means, let's get it in here. Little Wolf says, oh, you could put them in the mud flats just outside of Anchorage. Yeah. Yeah. You could do that. Gets pretty sticky and thick in there. All right. Well, another thing you might want to try is you just ship them here to Vietnam. I'm sure they'll find a way to make a great recipe out of them, just like they do with the local dogs. A 9 o'clock hero, you plant endangered plants on top so no one could dig them up. That's right. If they're endangered, you got the law on your side. Imagine that. Oh, this is why we keep coming back. Every great company, great conversation, and laughs along the way. Yeah, Carl, I agree. That's why I keep doing it. I'm glad I made the decision to finally make myself available live. I spent the first 2 years on YouTube hiding behind an avatar, and what the hell? If somebody's going to dox me, if someone's going to figure out who I am or what I look like, they're going to figure it out. So why not just come clean and let everybody see me for who I really am? And that's why I call it The Real Reason. Doesn't get more real than this, I'll tell you that. And it's fun. It's fun. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason why I do this to begin with, and it's fun. I enjoy it, and I wish it was. I wish my time zone would allow me to do this more frequently during the week, but with my day job, it's just I can't do it. But I'm here on Saturdays, and I'm going to keep doing it. So thanks. Let's see. Tusk says best way to dispose of a body is to drop it off a motorway bridge at a busy time. Forensics will have no chance of identifying the cause of death, so I've heard. And you're probably right. Although they would be able to determine if the body was already dead when it dropped because of blood necrosis. But proving who did it, well, I think Tusk might be onto something here. Knock knock. Who's there? Granddad. Shit! Stop the funeral. Oh, that's great. I love that. Good one, 9 o'clock hero. Good one. Oh man, that was hilarious. Oh. That was great. I'd do live, but I'd wear a face mask because I'm self-conscious of my teeth. You know what? That ain't nothing. You want to know the truth? I'm 60 years old, buddy. I have diabetes and my teeth have been rotting from the inside out since I was 40. I have dentures. I don't have teeth anymore. There's the truth. And I'm not ashamed of it. I wear dentures. Yes, I do. No choice in the matter, but I'm not self-conscious about it anymore, and I openly admit it. So don't let that stop you, little wolf. Don't let that stop you. You're not CGI? Sorry, man. No, I'm not. I'm not CGI. I'm live, man. I'm live. Look at me. I'm live. You don't believe me? I can go grab a bottle and piss in it for you. Oh man, my teeth look like meth addict, but it's sugar and death. Well, you know, you are the way you are, and you seem like a hell of a nice guy to me, and I'm sure a lot of people probably agree. So if you ever one day decide you do want to do it, I would support it. Absolutely. And yeah, I hope one day you do. I really do. I think you'd be a brilliant person live. So yeah. And yes, I understand about depression, buddy. Believe me, been there, done that. Very, very familiar with that. Don't worry about it. You'll get past it. I tried to be a nice pup. Well, everybody pretty much agrees with that, and I think we all feel that way about you. You're definitely a nice fella. Okay. Well, guys, that's about it. We've been going for just about 2 hours. So I think maybe we'll call it. But before we do, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, it's always great to see you guys, and I look forward to this every week. I really, really look forward to it. It's the one thing that, other than the flip side, it's my connection to you guys, and I really love being here, and I thank you so very much for coming out here to join me. So before you go, if you haven't yet, if you're new here, remember to hit that subscribe button and like, and you know, all that good stuff. It really does help me out, and I do appreciate it. And you know, as I said, I'm going to try to get a video out tomorrow. I don't promise. It's been so busy this week, I just haven't had a chance to even look at it. But if I don't, sorry, and I promise it will be here next week. So, like I said, I'll try. Okay, and then I'm going to start thinking about something new, because I've had it with Flat Earth. Just about had it. So with that, I want to say thank you, everybody. Have yourself a fantastic rest of the Saturday, if it's early for you, or have a great evening if it's evening for you. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the flip side. So make sure you come along. I do believe that we have Tusk and Eddie Little Rage scheduled to be on with us. Whether or not one or both will be there, we don't know. That's entirely up to them. But if they can make it, I hope you can, Tusk. I think it'll be wonderful. There will be that, so it'll be a great show. So other than that, thank you very much, everyone. Love you to bits. Really, really appreciate all of you. And I will see you on the flip side tomorrow. Good night, everybody.